Hi guys, today we're going to do a video, really short sequence, just a little sequence to help you reconnect with your body when you're feeling a bit stiff and stuck. It's all floor based, it's going to be really simple and it's going to be really nice just to open up through the chest and just get the body moving a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to diving in with you. Okay, so today we're going to start in our tabletop position. So bringing the knees underneath the hips and the wrists underneath the shoulders, about hip distance apart, spreading the fingers nice and wide, and we're just going to start with a couple of little cat and cows to start moving through the spine and get a bit of movement going. So you can put a blanket under your knees if your knees get a bit sore, and just being mindful not to put too much weight down the wrists, so really spreading the fingertips nice and wide. So draw the tummy in a little bit so you've got a bit of core engagement. And then as you inhale, you're going to lift the tailbone, look forwards, lengthen through the front of the body. And then as you exhale, you're going to round, push the mat away from you. And we're going to stay here for a couple of rounds of breath. So really pushing the mat away from you, stretching across the shoulders, feeling that space expand in the back of the body. Draw the belly button up, rounding. Another breath in here in your cat. And then as you inhale, lift the tailbone, lengthen all the way from the pubic bone up to the collarbones, look forward. Exhale, round, draw the belly up. And inhale again, look forward. So this practice is very much about you connecting with what feels good in your body. So I'd like you to, if you can, close the eyes here and then start to just move intuitively with your body. So that might look like sticking with your cat and cow, or it might start to look a bit more freestyle, starting to maybe wiggle through the hips and take some circles, coming forward and wiggling sideways. Just let your body completely guide you here. Let your body make the rules. And just find what feels really good in your body. If you want to stay in your cat for a while, you can. This is just a chance to really connect with how you're feeling today. Really notice what feels like it needs to stretch, what feels like it needs to move, what feels good, what doesn't feel so good today. So just taking that awareness and that acceptance into your practice. So making any movements that feel good. Nice deep breaths, letting the breath fill up the body. And then coming to some stillness. Bringing the knees nice and wide, toes come towards each other, and then gently bringing the hips back towards the feet. And extending the arms out long into your child's pose. Let the forehead come to the ground. Keep the fingertips nice and active here, so you get a stretch across the shoulders. And then maybe just start to wiggle side to side if that feels good in the hips. Just starting to open up through the adductors. Again, finding what movement feels good in your body. And then come to some stillness. Allow the forehead to rest on the mat. And then lift up onto the fingertips. Lift the forehead just a touch. Think length in the spine to really create space between each vertebrae. Keep the gaze down. And then walk the hands all the way over to the right side. Keep the head low. Let the right arm relax. Left fingertips walk away from you as far as they can, keeping them tented, until you get a stretch through the left side of the body. Breathe into the left side and notice where you feel this stretch the most. Keep the head and neck relaxed. Relax through the jaw. Take another breath in here. And then slowly walk the fingertips all the way back to center. Pause.
Lengthen out nice and long, and then once again walk all the way to the left this time. Let the left arm come to the floor, right fingertips reach away from you, and again notice where you feel this stretch. Perhaps it's in the armpit, perhaps it's more in the waist. Keep the right fingertips reaching away from you and breathe into the whole right side of the body. Relaxing through the face and the jaw. Keep that nice, soft, fluid breath. Taking one more breath here. And then walking yourself gently all the way back to center. Before very slowly coming back to your tabletop, bringing the knees underneath your hips and taking one little cat and cow. Inhaling to look forward and exhaling to round. From here, keeping the knees about hip distance apart, gently sink back into a child's pose. Reach the fingertips out as far in front of you as you can, and then we're going to move through a little rolling cat pose. So rounding through the back, drawing yourself all the way up, thinking cat, and then starting to lower thighs, belly, chest. Keep the elbows hugging in. Slowly lower yourself all the way to the floor. Forehead touches down, hands underneath the shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and draw your elbows back towards your feet. Inhale, lift the forehead, keep the gaze down, squeeze the shoulder blades, baby cobra. Exhale to release. 2 more like that. Inhale, opening up. Widen through the collarbones, relax the lower back, exhale to release. 1 more, see if you can maybe lift the fingertips off the floor, exhale to release. Gently rolling yourself all the way back into your cat child's pose. Take a breath here and breathe into the back of the body. Once more, we're going to roll all the way forward, rolling up through that cat, relaxing through the head and neck, and then rolling all the way down, thighs, belly, chest, coming onto your tummy. You can either stick with the baby cobra from before, or you can bring the hands a touch further forward and come into a full cobra, if that feels good on your back. Gently does it. We're going to do three little cobras here, so start with the lower cobra. Peel the nose up, keep the elbows bent, relax through the lower back, look forward, push into the hands, and exhale to release. Going to do 2 more like that. Inhale up, maybe coming a little bit higher if that feels good. Exhale to come down. 1 more. Inhale up. Lengthen through the front of the body, exhale to come down. Gently bring yourself all the way back into your child's pose. Take a few moments, check in with the body. How are you feeling? How's the body feeling from here? Then we're going to gently bring ourselves back up to our tabletop. Walk the hands about a hand's length in front, and we're going to come up into a downward facing dog. So tucking the toes underneath, lifting the hips up and back. And this downward facing dog is going to be all about just finding what feels good in your body today. So what needs to move? This doesn't have to be a static movement, static pose. Start to walk through the backs of the legs, noticing how the calves feel. Pressing the chest back. And then maybe even starting to move through the hips a little bit more. Turning and gazing under one armpit, then the other. Again, just be guided by your body here. Belly draws in, chest presses back. Keep a little softness in your elbows. Try not to lock the elbows out. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Taking a few more moments here. Just finding what feels good today. This practice is just a very gentle practice based on something that I like to do in my practice, just when I haven't got a huge amount of time but I want to just check in with the body. And then come to stillness, press the chest back, lift the hips, and then lower the knees to the floor. Sink yourself back and bring the hands behind you. Forehead comes down. And just take a few minutes here in your child's pose just to relax. Again, checking in with how the body feels. Noticing any thoughts that have come up. Just finding that little bit of stillness here, just to let your body settle. Coming back to your breath. And if you've got time, then it would be lovely for you to take a few minutes of Shavasana, laying on your back to finish your practice. But if you haven't got time, then very slowly bring yourself all the way up onto the knees. Take a few moments, bring the hands to the heart. Deep breath in and long breath out. One more breath like that. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Namaste.